Hey everybody, Steve Morales here, and I am with Katie Ford. She is known as the butt guru kind of around town, and today she's going to take us through 3 glute exercises that you can do. I just want to have her briefly introduce herself and then explain why it's so important that people train their glutes, because a lot of people aren't.
Hi, I'm Katie Ford. I am a NASM certified personal trainer. I have a background in rehabilitative exercises. I want to talk about how important it is to train the glutes because a lot of people fail to properly train them. We tend to, as a culture, sit a lot, and that'll cause our hip flexors here in the front to get really short. When those get really short, the body decides that it doesn't want to run, it doesn't want to jump because it's afraid of injury, and it causes those glutes to shut off, and so we get a cycle called gluteal amnesia. So what we're going to work on today is waking up those glutes, learning how to prevent injuries. Low back injuries can often occur because of that gluteal amnesia. I want to talk a little bit about stretching out those hip flexors as well.
Awesome, so go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to click over into that right now.
The first exercise that I want to show you today is a stretch for the hip flexors. It's called a kneeling warrior. What it's going to look like is you're going to be in a half kneeling position. You're going to tuck in that tailbone, activate that left glute, and lean forward just a little bit. Use a crazy stretching all up and down the leg. Hold for about 20 seconds on each side and then switch sides. Another exercise that's great for stretching out those hip flexors is foam rolling. This is a great thing to do before you do any other kind of exercise. Helps release everything. The way it works is you're going to just lay on top of the foam roller like this and moving at about 1 inch per second. Slowly work your way up the thigh until you get right into that hip flexor area. If you reach any knots, any hard places, just hang out there, kind of relax into it. Don't hurt yourself. And then we'll switch sides, do the same thing on the other side. Again, moving at about 1 inch per second, slowly moving up the thigh, up towards the hip flexors. Another great way to release the hip flexors is by using a lacrosse ball. You can get these for just a couple bucks at any sporting goods store. What you're going to do is you're going to set it on the floor and just lay on top of it sideways at first, trying to dig into that hip flexor right there, and slowly put your weight on it. Relaxing into it. You're going to feel some tightness at first. Just breathe through it. Again, don't hurt yourself. Be super gentle. You can roll around just a little bit, kind of start rotating your body down towards the floor. Hold for about 30 seconds on each side. This first exercise I want to show you is an exercise called the Bulgarian split squat. What it's going to look like is you're going to use a bench or a chair or a small coffee table. And you're going to put one foot back, hop out just a little bit, and then what you're going to do is you're going to, keeping that shin fairly vertical, come down and back up, down and back up. One fault that I see a lot is people kind of tipping forward here. We want to stay as upright as possible. To progressively load this, you can add some weight. You can use either kettlebells or a dumbbell. And again, it's the same idea, 1 foot back, come down, and back up. This exercise is one of my favorites. It's called the hip thrust. It's a progression of the glute bridge. Most people are familiar with that. You're doing it from the floor. The problem with it is that it's hard to progress with it. I mean, you can add weight, but you're not hitting the full range of motion like you are with the hip thrust. What it's going to look like at body weight is you're going to rest your back on the bench right about at the base of the scapula. Then you're going to keep your feet about hip width apart. And from here, you're just going to bring those hips in the air, squeeze the glutes in the front, and back down. You kind of want to play around with foot position. For some people, it works better if the feet a little bit farther out. For some, a little bit more in. We're really focusing on the glutes here. If you're feeling too much in your hamstrings, then go ahead and bring those feet back toward the hips. A way to progress from this is to do it with single leg. So you'll just lift one leg into the air, and then same movement, thrust in the air, really focusing on that glute, working that. Beyond that, you can add weight to it. You can use either a kettlebell or a barbell. And what that'll look like is you will rest the weight right here. And from here, exact same movement, coming up, really using those glutes. With this, you want to progress heavier and heavier. I have ladies who are doing 170 pounds. It's a great exercise. The last exercise I want to show you today is an exercise called a monster walk. It's effective for lighting up that gluteus maximus, but also the medius, that muscle right here. What it's going to look like is you're going to have a resistance band around your legs. You're going to be in a half squat position, the deeper the better, and you're going to step out, feeling that resistance band, go about 10 steps to the right, 10 steps to the left, and then turn and face forwards, and step out at about 45-degree angles, 10 steps forward. As the last bonus exercise, I'm going to go over a variation of the glute bridge. This is an awesome activation drill. I'll usually do these in conjunction with kettlebell swings. It will light you up. What it looks like is you're going to come into that classic glute bridge position, but you're going to have a resistance band around the knees. You're going to come down, you're going to bridge up 10 times. After you complete those 10, you're going to bridge up and bring one leg out to the side 10 times. Do that on each side.